Hello and welcome to Modern Man's Tutorial 2. This is just a quick follow-up from the previous video that I did about TeePublic. Um, One thing that you have to know about TeePublic, you can quite clearly see here, it says that all your uploads have to be full resolution. So to do that, you need to convert all of your files that we did in Pixlr into sRGB. And I'll show you just quickly why we have to do this. So this is one of my old designs. It's in the COM, and COM is a abbreviation I use when I take things down from Pixlr. It just makes my desktop look much more tidier. That's completely optional. You can do whatever you want. I just do this. So I select my COM file, and this is a design that has literally just come out of Pixlr. So we go to upload it, and there you go. So you'll see that in this red box that your artwork is under the required pixels, and more or less it's basically because you've not got the sRG format. So how we do that is we go to Photoshop, the format. So we go to File and New. And you need to create a 4000 by 500 and 5400 pixels. To do this, you come over to here, to the right hand side of the box, and you change the width to 4500 and the height to 5400 and keep the resolution to 300. I'd also recommend you keep it at portrait unless you're going to do a mask design, then you might want to go landscape. Color mode, you want sRGB color 8-bit, and you want your background transparent. So we hit create. It's created a second one because I already had one up already. Just close that second one. So now what we need to do is we need to create a smart object. So we need to import the COM file into Photoshop. So we go to File, scroll down to Open as Smart Object. Now we need to select our COM file, which is Monday Motivations, and then we click Open. It will create a separate window. Now you'll see in a second why TeePublic rebunked the upload. So we left click around the design, just try and get it, doesn't matter if it's precise. Then you hit Control C for copy, go back over to our original, and Control V to paste it. Now compared to the page, you can quite clearly see that the design is really small. So if we'd uploaded that small COM file to TeePublic, your design would be really small, and that's why the web page doesn't let you upload it. So drag a left click, drag the box around it, around the design. Try and get it as close as you possibly can. This time it does matter. So now you need to transform this. This is going to make it bigger. So we select Control T, and you'll see the boxes around the outside. So all you do is you simply drag it up and try and make it as big as possible. You can also change it around to change the layout of the design if you want, if you've used a different app to create the design. Now I always recommend you center it and try to put it as high up as you possibly can. Not just for TeePublic, but also for merch by Amazon. If you try to put the design in the upper half of the page, it will be in the right place for the chest for the t-shirt. Now all you do is hit enter, and in this part, if you wanted, you're going to create a black t-shirt, you'd want white handwriting. So you can go to this brush here, just here, select it, and you'll get the brush filter. This top color here is the color you're going to be color it in, and literally you just left click and color it in, and you can create a white background, white letters for the design. I'm going to undo that because we don't need that. And go back up to the box icon. And now simply all you have to do is select, deselect, and it's undone. When you brought the image in as a smart object, it locks onto the pixels. So if you did it a normal upload, if you uploaded it in a normal file format, when you make the picture bigger, the pixels will be very blurred. But if you do it as a smart object, Photoshop uses its built-in features, and it will enhance the pixels and make it bigger without losing the quality of the picture. So now we have what we want ready for TeePublic, Merch by Amazon, or whatever third-party store you're going to use. Now we need to save this. So you go to File, Save As, then you go to Save Type, and you want PNG. PNG locks in the transparency. You'll see here IPC profile sRGB. Please make sure you select that, or this won't work. For naming, quick little trick. If you select the original, it will put in the information you want, and just change the last part. And I put lowercase c, cap lock, RGB. So you've got sRGB, and if you want, you can put it in the folder, and you click save. And you must, and this is very important, you must have smallest and slow. It takes a little bit longer to upload, but it will make the file size smaller. Some third-party stores have a very limited upload size. If you do the quick option, it saves it really quick, but the file size will be huge, and they won't let you upload it. But if you do it slow and small, it will upload it slightly slower, but it will be at a much reduced size, which is exactly what you need. So now we come back to TeePublic, we click the uploader, we'll go into sRGB, we'll select it. Don't worry about the color, it's just how the computer interprets the design. Hit open, and there you go, it works perfectly. Although it does say here that that your image isn't large enough to support all of the artwork, most print-on-demand people will be simply doing t-shirts, but with TeePublic, like I said in the previous video, they've got phone cases, you've got mugs, pillows, books, face masks, which is really popular at the moment, magnets, pins, tapestries, and tote bags, and more importantly, you've got your pictures. In the next tutorial, I'll show you how to upload a full design using this tutorial and the previous tutorial going forward.